Hello lads and ladies, and welcome back for another video on the channel, back with some Sky Bet League One content. Today we are going to rank stadiums. There's 24 of them in League One. They're all different sizes, they're all in different locations, and they're all modern to different football clubs across the country in the third tier. Now, I've been to all the stadiums bar Cardiff, so I do have an opinion on Cardiff. I'm obviously watching it on the TV, seeing it. Cardiff is one of my aims to tick off within the next 12 to 18 months or so. But I'm going to rank every ground how I see fit down below. I want to know your opinions down below as well. Let me know what your thoughts on your ground is, how you'd rate them into these categories. Let's get on with the video. But before we do, if you could drop us a like on this video, let's go for 100 likes on this one. It'd be massively appreciated. Like, comment, and subscribe for the very latest League One content. So the categories are as followed. What a gaff. I love this stadium. I like everything about it. It's an absolute unbelievable stadium. I like it. I think it's decent. It's not bad. Decent. It's decent. It's not bad. You know, there's better, but it's okay. I'm not a fan. There's some stadiums I'm not a fan of. I'm like, not a massive fan of going there. I'm just going to base it on the ground, not based on results when I've been there, not based on atmosphere. Now, Vale Park I've been to on numerous occasions. I was actually there just a couple of weeks ago for a Virtue Trophy tie. Now, I quite like it. It's one of those types of stadiums. It looks a little bit dull because of the seat colouring. Obviously, it's kind of yellowish and black. It doesn't look the greatest. But it's a nice stadium. It's got a good pitch. It's got, good lengthy ends behind the goal. I'm not a massive fan of Vale Park, but I don't hate it. In League Two, it's a really good one, but in League One, it's decent. It's not one of my favourites to go to, so Vale Park is going in decent. Next up, we're going for Home Park, home of Plymouth Argyle. Now, Plymouth is a lovely stadium. When it gets going there, it's an unbelievable place to be. I like the green colouring. I just think it's one of those types of stadiums. It's a bit modern, but it's got a bit of history behind it. Obviously, they've done it up recently with the new stand. I like the stand behind the goal, obviously where the atmosphere comes from. I think it's quirky. It's got its, talent under the lights there. You can see in that picture. It's a beautiful stadium. So I'm going to put Plymouth Argyle in like it. I do like it a lot. Next up, Bloomfield Road. I've just said Home Park. Well, this was my home once upon a time, wasn't it? No, Blackpool, it reminds me very much of Plymouth. It's obviously the four sides, quite modern, got the stands behind the goal that kind of the atmosphere comes from. The away end is on the side at Blackpool in the east stand, which they've just done up. I would have put it down one because of that. Now, obviously, they've got the background of that. I think it's really, really nice. They've done it up. They've put a bit of money behind it, which is good. So at Bloomfield Road, I'm going to put like it in there. Next up, Peterborough United. I'm going to surprise you here. I really like London Road. London Road, however, isn't maybe as good as it once was. I remember going there with the terracing behind the goal. Now, it was really good then. And they had the terracing behind the away end goal once upon a time, which they've just done up and put a modern stand behind the goal. But I really like that away end terrace. But more so the home end terrace, they've done it with safe seating, and it's kind of ruined the vibe a little bit. You've got the stand behind the goal that's been done up recently. The away end's got wooden seats. It's quirky, and it reminds you are in League One. I like London Road. For that reason, I'm going to put like. Not quite what a gaff, but I'm going to put it in like it. Exeter City, St James's Park in Exeter, not in Newcastle. The terrace behind the goal is class. I like the modern side on the left-hand side. The terrace behind the goal is great. I like the way it's split into two. I think it's got something to do with Barnet, that stand. I think like they've taken like the materials from Barnet's old stand behind the goal. Not as massive fan of as the others. So for that reason, put it in decent. There you are. Next up is Doncaster Rovers. Now, it's one of those types of stadiums that, yeah, it's all the same all the way around. And it's like a bowl. It's modern. It's got a bit of history behind it. But I'm not a fan of Doncaster. When I've been, I'm like, again, It's just not for me. I like a bit of character and I like a bit of modernity, yeah, which Doncaster's got, but I like a bit of character and a little bit of rough around the edges. It's nice on the outside, but for me, Doncaster, I'm a bit hit and miss with it. So I'm not a fan. Doncaster Rovers are the first going in, not a fan. Next up is Reading. Reading are a football club that's very similar to Doncaster. It's a big bowl, a lot bigger, and you can get a good view from Reading. Obviously, you can go quite steep and look over the pitch, which is good. You've got the atmosphere section in the corner, but again, like Doncaster, these soulless bowls I'm not a massive fan of. And Reading is nice and modern, it's neat and tidy, it's fresh. But I wasn't a fan of Reading. I've been there twice. So for me, Reading is joining Doncaster in not a fan. Sorry, Reading fans, just not for me. Next up, Leyton Orient. Now, this is why I like ranking stadiums, because it's different, it's unique. And Reading have got a brilliant stadium that holds, I think, over 25,000 people. It's nice and neat, and it's a modern stadium. Leyton Orient's a bit more rough around the edges. It's got, a minimal of it can't get as many people in. It's smaller. It's a bit more rough around the edges, but I like it because it's got character. And when you go to Leyton Orient, you remember it, and you think, oh, you're in for it today. The crowd get on top of you. I like the stand behind the goal. If away fans were in there, I think I might put it in the second category down. But I think Leyton Orient's a really decent stadium. It's what this league's about. So in my opinion, I'm going to put Leyton Orient in decent. Just feel sorry for them too, but not a fan. Next up, Northampton Town. Now, I really like this picture of Sixfields. That's the reason why I chose it. Sixfields is one of those types of grounds that you're going to get cold. Now they've done the new, I would have put it in the bottom category, but now they've done that new stand up, it looks really nice. And it looks really neat and tidy. The stand behind the goals are good. It's a very open stadium. I'm not a massive fan of it, but I think it's okay. It's a typical League One stadium, League Two stadium. Big stand on the side where the atmosphere comes from the corner, near the away end. It's got everything that you really need. And again, I'm going to put it in maybe the lower end of decent. Next up is Wigan Athletic and the Brick Community Stadium. And again, it's one of those stadiums, right? I'm going to contradict myself here. It's like a bowl, it's modern, but it's fresh. And there's something about Wigan that I really like, that they've got bits of the issue on the outside. Reading have as well, but I really like going to Wigan, and I always have done. Don't know why, because we always lose every time I go there. So Wigan, I'm not going to put it, I like it, or am I? You know something? Wigan, I like it. Just about, there you go. There's no right or wrong answer to this, and that we're all different in how we see stadiums before people get upset. So Wigan Athletic, like it. Next up, Burton Albion. Is there a stadium there? David, let me know. Very much like my own team's, Fleetwood. I like the stand behind the goal. I think it's really good. The terracing behind the goal is unique, but I've never liked going to Burton, I'll be honest with you. Normally shoved out in the corner on the modern side. Not a fan of this stadium. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really sorry, Burton fans. I like your gaffer. I like your fan base. I like the way that you overachieve, but I'm not a fan. People can call my, how can you judge? I've been to stadiums. I can have an opinion on stadiums. So for me, I'm going to put Burton Albion. I'm just not a fan of the Pirelli. Next up is Mansfield Town. Now, where we're going to go for this one, I've been actually, not with Fleetwood, with Colchester United in a 1-1 draw a couple of years ago. But I just kind of came away going, it's an all right ground. I like the double tier stand, as you can see here, but that kind of felt it. So for me, not a fan. It's been very spread out, bar What a Gaff. There's no one in What a Gaff yet. Talking of character, talking about unique Luton Town. We've all seen that famous away end walk. It's rough around the edges. It's unique to Luton Town. You know you're going to get there and you're going to get absolutely that. And you're going to get on it, and you feel like you're going to have an headache coming out of it. But I like the stadium, the stand behind the goal. There's nothing like Luton. And I like stadiums that are different. So for that reason, I'm going to put Luton Town. I don't think like it, but I'm going to go decent. Decent can be like it, but don't like it enough to put it in the next category. Rotherham's, again, a bit like that bowl type figure. But I've always liked going to Rotherham because it's there's no gaps and it's all as one. It is a bowl, but I like the Red Seas. That helps. It's always got a good pitch at Rotherham. That helps. The outside of it, like the away end view as well, because if you've ever been to Rotherham, the steps are quite steep and you feel on top and you feel like you're quite high up, but it's a perfect view. So for me, I'm going to put Rotherham United in decent. On the agenda, which is Wickham, the chair boys. If you've ever been to Wickham, you can see the trees for miles outside. I love the terracing behind the goal. I like the away end. I like Wickham. It's different. Adams Park, you play by their rules. It's a tough place to go. It's a ding-dong alley, of a football club that they just play to their strengths. So for me, Wickham are going to go. Where should we put them? Go on, I'm going to put decent. Next up, Barnsley. Here we go. I love going to Oakwell. Barnsley away is one of my favourite places to go. I love the away end. Now, if you're a big football club, you can take 5,000 there, 4,000 there even, and it's a great day. You've got a nice big cop behind the goal, and then on the right-hand side is the stand that's a bit rough around the edges. I like that because it's modern, it's got a bit of history to it, and it's got a bit rough around the edges. But I really like Oakwell. I think Oakwell is one of the best traditional grounds to go in the country. Oakwell is one of the places to go and play your football. For that reason, it's going to go in not a fan. No, what a gaff! There's just something about it that I like. Everything about it. Love going to Oakwell, and you normally get goals at Oakwell. Both teams to score. They love that type of thing. Next up, Wimbledon. Quite a new ground. I've been twice, I believe, now. I'm not a massive fan of it because it just feels a little bit weird and it's very small. You don't get a great view from the away end. Well, we were shoved in the corner last time, but behind the goal will be better. It's nice and neat and tidy, but I'm not a fan of this Wimbledon new ground. Everyone's raving over it. It just gives me a headache a little bit. So, it's so nice to see that they're back in the Football League. They're back in League One. They're doing well in League One. And they've got a football club and they've got a nice, neat and tidy stadium. But for me, I'm not a fan of it. 17 down, 7 to go as we go to Huddersfield Town, home of the Terries. Now, I've been twice, watched them against Birmingham and against Lincoln. One in the Championship, the other in League One. Lincoln, Championship. I always like Huddersfield. I love the stand behind the goal, especially. Stands are really nice. Really, can hold a few. And they've got the double tier behind the goal. Really like Huddersfield. It must be a Yorkshire thing because Huddersfield Town are becoming the second football club in what a gap. Next up is Stevenage Football Club, home of the Borough or home of Matt Farley. I said before about side standing. I'm not a massive fan. I like it, but it's not for me. The stand behind the goals are decent. Not a massive fan of Stevenage. I'm going to be honest with you. It's got character, but for me, it's lower end of decent / not a fan. I prefer Doncaster to Stevenage and I prefer Reading to Stevenage. So by that logic, I'm going to have to put Stevenage in not a fan. I put 16 in not a fan in League One. That's quite some hefty. We've got 7 in decent, 4 in like it, and 2 in what a gap. Bolton Wanderers. Now, what a gap. I'm just going to say it. It's beautiful. It's modern. It's unique. It's got history aside. You go and you feel wowed. It's not one of these modern stadiums that you feel it's just a soulless ball because it's got great atmosphere. Double tier all the way around, which is great. The seat colours blending with the stadium. I really like the stadium. Bolton Wanderers, it's a Premier League stadium, 26,000 against Bradford, by the way. What a beautiful view you get. Bolton Wanderers, what a gaff. Now, the last 4 clubs, as we go into Lincoln City, is that stadium I see? To be fair, when I went through all the list to do stadiums and was looking at them, I was surprised to see Lincoln in here because I actually thought they got promoted after the first 12 games of the season. After speaking to Jake, I thought It was already done and dusted, and Lincoln were a Championship football club. Surprising to see Lincoln City in this tier list. And any dig I ever make about Lincoln, please can Lincoln City fans not take it seriously. It's just any dig I can get it in. The great. It's not here. I need to make a dig. I also need to bear in mind when I rank this, I've got Sue that might break my glasses if I gave a bad rating. But I like Lincoln. I like the away end, which is nice. You're in the corner. If you're brought over a little bit, I think I'd prefer it a bit more that you were nearer to that section. It's the big side stand that holds what, 7,000, which is a beautiful stand. And they peg it out, to be fair to me. We've always got a good pitch. I like the stadium colours. I think stadium colours and design helped a lot. So I'm going to give them a bit of credit, and I'm going to go, not a fan, because every time I go there, we lose. And Anthony scores goal. No, I'm going to put it in like it. There we are. Right, so Brownies now. I've given you a good rating. Come on. You can put that gun away. 3 clubs to go now as we get into the serious bits. Stockport County. Stockport and Lincoln remind me very much of each other, not in terms of ground, but in terms of football clubs in size and stature, and they like each other, I believe, as well. I like Stockport. I like the end behind the goal, the Cheadle end. The away end's obviously been done up, and it looks like you're in a tent, aren't you? Like you're at the British Bake Off. The side on the left hand side really good. It's a proper League One stadium. I really like Stockport County. Reason Stockport County are going in like it. There you go. With 2 clubs to go. Because Bradford City are next on the line. Bradford City, the stand behind the goal is immense. You know, the double tier stand, you know you're going to get it. And then the side stand, which is really good. And then the side stand that away fans sit on the left-hand side, packs out. You know, it's a massive row of you. And then the stand behind the goal that, you know, that old away end that they sometimes use these days of one like a smaller version of Loftus Road away end, the double tier stand that only houses the top people. But if that was a proper stand, like if they got rid of that and built around it, built a nice new modern stand, it would be even better because you'd be obviously getting more people in. So for that reason, Bradford City are joining the 4. And Cardiff City, from what I've seen of it, the only stadium I've not been to in this division, because obviously I never had the chance to go. But I really like it. I think that it is a bowl. Don't get me wrong. The seat colouring helps because it's nice and fresh and it's decent to look. It's not dull, is it? Always creates a decent atmosphere in there. Maybe if I go, I will be. So I'm going to put Cardiff City in like it. And there we go. 24 clubs. And this is how it's looking. In Not a Fan, we've got AFC Wimbledon, Doncaster, Reading, Mansfield, Stevenage, and Burton. In Decent, I've got Port Vale, Leyton Orient, Exeter City, Wycombe Wanderers, Northampton, Luton Town, Rotherham. In Like It, I've got Plymouth Argyle, Blackpool, Peterborough, Wigan, Stockport, Lincoln City, Cardiff City, and what a gap, Barnsley, Huddersfield, Bolton, and Bradford. There we go. That is my official 2025-2026 League One Stadium ranking. Let me know what you think I've got right and what I've got wrong, maybe a little bit too nice on. Let me know in those comments below. If you could do us a favor, remember 100 likes down below. If you're not already, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.